Hello. Hello everyone. This is Dr. Manohar KN, consultant physician at Manipal Hospital, Bangalore. I'm also medical director of Disha India Foundation. I'm the secretary for the Karnataka Research Society for Study of Diabetes in India, and I'm a fitness enthusiast, if you call so. Most importantly, I'm here today as an ambassador for the Kidney Warrior Foundation. As you could see, I just finished my workout, and more importantly, after my regular workout, I did my walk, the renal walk. At the outset, I would like to thank the Kidney Warrior Foundation, Mrs. Vasundhara ji, and my senior colleague and a very enthusiastic person, Dr. Sankaran Sundar, besides Marian, who is instrumental in getting me here and giving me the honor and the privilege of being an ambassador for such a mega event. Honestly, what I have done is minuscule. I was just looking at the page and what contributions the public, the patients, the donors have done in this field, and whatever little I have achieved is very, very minuscule, and it's mind-boggling that when adversity is hit you, there are people who sit and cry, and there are also people who take this opportunity and try and show the world what they are made of. They help each other and then make a world a better place to live for sure. So why are we doing this event is because 11th March 2021 is World Kidney Day. So living well with kidney disease is the theme for this World Kidney Day. To know a bit about the kidney is a vital organ, very, very important organ in our body. It receives about 20 to 25% of blood. Whatever blood is there, 20 to 25% of the blood goes to the kidneys, and it filters about 8 liters of blood every hour. So that is the importance of it. Most importantly, what we should know, friends, is one kidney is enough for us. That's why the drive for organ donation happens. Besides other functions, kidneys are very important in maintaining the fluid and electrolyte balance. It also has some role in vitamin D and also a contribution towards hemoglobin in the form of secreting a hormone called as erythropoietin. We all have heard of a lot of kidney diseases. It could vary from a simple infection to a kidney failure. We also classify the kidney diseases as acute and chronic kidney diseases. If you look at the world statistics, about 850 million people worldwide have kidney diseases. And imagine our country, for a country of 1.3 billion, we only have about 800 odd nephrologists, 700 odd dialysis units, and only about less than 3,000 dialysis stations. And look at the transplant centers, they are only about 170 plus transplant centers, that's all. About 3,500 transplants are done annually. What is so disheartening is the people who are waiting for transplants are innumerable. And even though we talk so much about organ donation, especially the cadaveric organ donation, it happens only about 700 odd cadaveric donors are seen in our country in a year. So that is a very dismal number. Before I talk about the fitness, I thought I'll burst some few common myths about kidney disease. People think kidney diseases are very, very rare and it won't come to us. Not really. Kidney diseases are very, very common. If you look at the statistics in India and in worldwide, 1 in 3 diabetics and 1 in 5 hypertensive patients have kidney disease. And you know, prevalence of diabetes is about 12% in our country, and hypertension, every 1 in 4 or 5% is a hypertensive, and amongst them 1 in 3 or 1 in 5 of them have kidney disease. Other myth what people have is kidney diseases are not treatable or not preventable. It's again a big myth. The fact is that kidney diseases are definitely treatable and preventable. Just now I mentioned that diabetes and hypertension are the commonest causes of kidney diseases worldwide. So if you manage your lifestyle well, you can prevent most of the kidney issues. The third myth, unfortunately, is people think dialysis is dangerous. Very, very wrong. No treatment modality can be worse than the disease itself, isn't it? So we always, the lack of trust is there in many of the systems, including the medical system. So sometimes we feel dialysis is dangerous. Is definitely a myth. Dialysis is life-saving. It buys you that much time till you get the renal transplant done. The other thing, of course, it was a much hyped up, and of course a lot of illegal activities took place around it, is with respect to transplantation and organ donation. So they think it's a crime. It's definitely not. There is a lot of thought process involved at the government level and at the NGO levels and at the medical level and at the patient level. If you go through the process, of course it is tedious, definitely, but it is not a crime, and definitely we need to do some drive for organ donation. Coming to the topic what was assigned to me to talk on fitness, I always quote this from Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita they ask, who is your life partner? So no, it is not your close family or friends. Our life partner is our own body. Our body and ourselves, the soul, stay together from birth till death. What we do to our body is our own responsibility, and it will come back to us in a better way. The more we care for our body, the more the body will care for us. Remember, our body is the only permanent address we have. So I always believe in advocating 1 hour a day is for our own self, our body and our soul. Please do not share it with anyone. This 1 hour is important for all of us to look after our own selves. Then only we will be in a better position to look after someone else or do good to the society. See, my fitness journey is not too old like most of the medical students or the medical professionals. I was not practicing what I used to preach. So my mother always used to complain this about me, that you don't advocate what you are. You advocate a lot, but you don't practice it. So that was always on the back of my mind. Maybe we call it being busy with work or studies or whatever, but it's all wrong. So 1 hour a day is for us, as I mentioned. So about 5 years back, I had come back and I had jet lag, and that's when I started thinking that I should utilize this opportunity to do something for my own self. Then I started journey of running. Most important thing in this journey is to keep yourself and others motivated. Please form like-minded people's groups. It gives us the me, my time, the exercise time. Just now I worked out, I feel so good and fresh. I definitely can differentiate a day when I have exercised and when I have not exercised. That freshness, happiness and energy is much more when we do any form of exercise, whatever you like. So it gives us me, my time and that energy. If you're getting bored with whatever you're doing, so I was running and then I was weight training, then I tried something new like skipping, or sometimes try to learn new feats like I'm trying this nunchaku just to keep the variety going. So maybe next time I can show you this and then talk to you all about the exercise progress. Another important thing is inspire and involve others. When I go for a walk or a run around my house, there are a lot of patients, my friends and neighbors who get inspired, and there starts the journey of fitness, and we can all be a part of this Fit India movement. Always remember, fitness is zero investment with infinite returns. And staying healthy is our own responsibility. It's not anyone else's job to keep ourselves healthy. I always believe in the quote that if you are not finding time for today's fitness, then you are reserving that time for tomorrow's sickness. So someone was asking me, what is the secret of living longer? and living well. So the secret is eat half, walk double, laugh triple, and love without measure. So that is the secret of being healthy. When you look at others, you may be looking at a wealthy person or a healthy person, or anyone else who has something what you would like to have. But when you look at the people who are fit, it is much more than how they look, isn't it? No money can buy the fitness. Fitness can't be inherited or borrowed. It shows our desire, dedication, and discipline. So that's the most important thing about fitness. So finally, some message to the public. I would like to emphasize healthy lifestyle. Definitely emphasize periodic health checkup. Follow your doctor's advice. Most importantly, remember that kidney diseases are preventable. I would like to emphasize organ donation. Such health education, fitness, being healthy, organ donation should be a school curriculum. It is not only, we should not talk about fitness only after we fall sick. You are a diabetic, so you avoid sweets. You are a hypertensive, you avoid salt is not the dictum. You are a human being, you have to stay healthy, so you moderate your sweets, salt, oily, do 1.5 hour of workout every day. In fact, if you look at the World Health Organization guidelines on exercise, they say we should exercise at least 5 days a week, 150 minutes of exercise per week. You can increase it up to 300 minutes a week. And what they say is 2 days of strength training is important. At least 1 day of flexibility or yoga. Yoga is a beautiful form of exercise. It mends our mind and bends our body. So most important thing for all of us to inculcate. So at least 5 days a week, 1 hour at a stretch, 2 days of strength training, at least 1 day of flexibility, 2-3 days of aerobic exercise, and no more than 2 days gap between the exercise. So this is the exercise prescription I give it to all my patients. Before I conclude, a small message for all our friends and doctor colleagues. Let us walk the talk. Thank you very much. I would like to thank all the members of the foundations who have given me such a lovely opportunity to interact with beautiful people. I hope I have inspired someone to get fitter, and let us all pledge towards a fit India and fitness be the mantra. See you.